Morning everybody, how we doing? Camera looks right dirty. So weird. That's alright. Right, boot camp's on tonight. Weather's looking a bit iffy, but it looks alright for later. So, more than happy. Let's do it. Even if it's a bit rainy, let's just do it anyway. I've had some right fun in rain. I'll tell you a story of one of them. Me and Chang went a bit early. And it literally Evans opened. So we went for a run. Did about 3 laps at field, and we didn't expect anyone to turn up. And then people turned up, and we were like, we'd already done 3 laps at field, and we were like, his legs were killing. So we did it anyway, hardcore sesh. Hay fever's right bad today, man. Don't know why. It's raining. It shouldn't be. Morning, Jason. If you're watching, say morning. If you're watching later, #replay. So, I wanted to talk about why we never reach our goals and why we keep stopping, because it happens time and time again. I see people, they start making a difference and then they just stop. And I think, why? Why? You've already... The hard part is starting anything, isn't it? It's always hard part is starting. So, of a 6-week course that I do a 6-week course. Morning, Victoria. If anybody wants in, let me know. But of my 6-week course, I'll learn you basically, right, to look after yourself, look after your nutrition, look after your exercise, stop being confused about losing weight because there's that much crap on the internet. I just basically get sat-nav route to get to where you want to be, right? Ignore everything else. And for everybody, it's working. They're all doing it day after day after day and making a difference. And week after week, when they check in, pew, looks right good. I can't wait for weekend, make sure everybody checks in. I love it. So, first, I always said to people, you have to set goals, right? You have to set goals. So one of my first videos, intro video, is you got to set a goal. What do we want? All right. Try and create a vision of what it is that you want. And one thing I always did, I always imagined that what life would be like if I got to where I wanted to be. And that always spurred me on a little bit. And made me think how good it would be. So there's 5 things you need to know. So goals, we use a term called SMART goals. Right. So S is for specific, right? And that's usually very, very weak with people. They basically come up with, I want to lose weight. Right. And that's just not strong enough. I want to lose weight. Everybody wants to lose weight. But how much weight do you want to lose? So we need to dig down into it a little bit. So I might want to lose X amount, right? Or it might be like Jason Humphries, his personal best, deadlifting, right? He wanted to beat his personal best. So he put down that I want to beat this amount of weight. And he's done it like 3 or 4 times now. It just keeps getting better and better. So you're better off trying to put as much detail in it as you can, right? And then it'll help you, because we need to have the detail. Just losing weight, we're not showing ourselves when we're getting there. We've not got something to achieve. Where if there's more detail, you have, and then it'll make it a lot better. So M is for measurable. So we need to be able to track as progress. So if you just put I want to lose weight, we don't know where we don't know where goalposts are. So you need to track your progress, right? If you don't show your mind progression, it looks for fault. And it always does, right? So you need to know how much, definitely, so we know when we've achieved as first goal. And or if it's reps, we need to know how many reps. Or if it's weight that you're lifting, we need to know how much weight it is that you want to be able to lift. And so forth. A is for achievable. Is it realistic? Can you achieve it? Some people say, oh, I want to lose 5 stone. And I'll be like, right, yeah, that's fine. But that's like a long term, innit? Let's work on £5. And then we'll break that down into £1. Because what we want to do is we want little goals going forward. But they've got to be achievable. I've done it many times where I've said, I want to be able to, I basically want a thin waist. I want to be able to see my abs. I've not really set any other goal. I've just set this long-term goal. And I've been working away at it for about 3-4 weeks. It's not happened because I didn't measure myself, so I don't really know what were happening. And then I just gave up because it just, obviously I thought, well, I can't do it. I can't do it. Now I set my goals and I set them quite short to long-term goals. I've got there and I'm happy where I am. So you've got to break it down in small bits. If you don't achieve something, or if you just said I want to lose weight and you haven't got to where you want to be, or you've not put much detail in it, you just get demotivated. And it happens time and time again. I've done it and I've gone through it over and over and over, and it's painful. Like I said, you end up stopping, and hardest part is starting again. So R is for relevant, right? Is it what you need to be doing at this time in life? Is the time right? Does it align with other efforts in your life? I started to build muscle, and my relevant changed because obviously with fire service, they needed somebody that could run and be a lot more athletic than somebody that's lifting weights. So I sort of stopped lifting weights for a bit and started doing a lot of running. All right, fair. I did lose a bit of muscle here and there, but I got to where I wanted to be. I changed my relevant. I changed it to what I wanted in life, right? And that makes difference, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been fit enough to pass, because they look for a different level of fitness. But I did it just so that I could get in, and that's what I wanted to do. So now I'm finding a balance. I want to lift weights, but I also want to run. So it's just going to be very slow progress, because I'm trying to do two things at once. So what I decided to do was focus totally on one, ignore the other, and we'll put that one back. Change my timeline. So the last one for SMART is T, it's time. We need to set target dates, right? We need to create some urgency. Has anybody ever said, oh, I've booked a holiday for, say, April next year. I need to lose weight for it. Sound, what are you going to do? Well, no, now, because it's not while April. So you don't do, oh, I've done it many times where I know I'm going on holiday or I know I'm going to do something, but it's that far away, I just think, well, Berry. And then a month before, it's like crash diet, get as much off as you can, get running, get doing whatever you can. Just because I've left it too long. There's no urgency. There were no plan in place that from now till next April, I'm going to make a big difference, which I didn't. I left it. Anybody else will as well. But yeah, you need to know when you want it by. So you set yourself like a 6-month goal. Where do you want to be in 6 months? What is it you want to have achieved? Break it down. 3 months. What is it you want to achieve? Where do you need to be in 3 months to make sure you're definitely going to be where you want to be in 6 months? Then we break it down even more. 6 weeks. Where do you want to be in 6 weeks? Break it down even more. What do you want to happen in a week? Even more, what can you do now to make sure that by the end of this week, you are where you are and you're on your way to your 6-week target, you're on your way to your 3-month target, you're on your way to your 6-month target. Honestly, they all tie in together. If you can plan yourself, something like that, and it might just be, for now, just steps, 30 minutes exercise a day and some stretches. That's it. Them 3. If you fit them in every day, where are you going to be in a week? How's that going to change your life in 6 weeks? How's it going to change your life in 3 months? It's going to 100% change your life in 6 months. You're going to be a totally different person. That's all I've got for you. But like I said, when you're goal setting, put as much detail in it as you can. Just losing weight is just not enough. We need to be able to measure it. We need to have a target. And we need to make sure we can achieve it. Otherwise, we get demotivated and we don't do it. That's all I've got for you guys. If you're coming to boot camp later, send me a message. Might be spitting a little bit, but it said it's going to be, my app says it's going to be alright. It's just going to be overcast. But I'm going anyway. So come and join me. Right. Catch you in the morning.